Welcome to Iraqi Dinar, your trusted source for real, verified updates on everything happening inside Iraq's financial world. Today's story is one that's shaking markets, sparking global attention, and rewriting the history of Iraq's economy. Multiple reports now indicate that the long-awaited revaluation of the Iraqi dinar, something investors and citizens have anticipated for years, has officially begun to move from rumor to reality. What we're seeing unfold could mark one of the most significant currency shifts of our time, and tonight, we're breaking it all down step by step. The reports coming out of Baghdad are clear. Iraq's central bank has reportedly activated a new exchange rate system that insiders describe not as a test, but as a real, structured rollout. According to those familiar with the process, this isn't a simple numerical tweak or minor economic adjustment. It's a complete transformation, a foundational change designed to bring the value of the dinar in line with Iraq's actual economic output and productivity. This shift has been years in the making. Behind the scenes, Iraq's monetary authorities, working in close coordination with international financial institutions, have been preparing for a moment like this. Every reform, every technical update, and every fiscal policy shift over the past several months appears to have been leading toward this major event. For many following Iraq's currency journey, this moment represents the culmination of decades of speculation and years of groundwork. Now, reports suggest that this move is not just theoretical, it's operational. Iraq's domestic financial systems, including banks, payroll departments, and digital payment networks, are reportedly being recalibrated to reflect the new rate. ATMs in several major cities have gone offline for short periods, and insiders claim this is part of the reconfiguration process to align with updated currency values. For those tracking developments on the ground, these operational signals are the strongest proof yet that this isn't just talk. What's particularly fascinating here is the reasoning behind this change. For decades, the dinar's value was kept artificially low, a reflection of past instability, sanctions, and economic struggle. But Iraq's reality today is very different. The nation has rebuilt major portions of its financial infrastructure, stabilized oil exports, and strengthened foreign reserves. Many economists have long argued that Iraq's currency never truly reflected its real economic standing. This reported revaluation is, at its core, an attempt to fix that imbalance. Sources inside Iraq are hinting that the new rate structure represents a significant jump from historical levels. While no official numbers have yet appeared on global platforms, insiders describe a domestic recalculation that shows a higher valuation than previously seen. If verified, this would represent a major confidence boost, signaling that Iraq's monetary policy has officially entered a new era. One of the key details here is how organized this process seems to be. We're not talking about a chaotic overnight switch. Reports describe a highly coordinated, step-by-step plan that was pre-approved only after Iraq met strict international benchmarks. These included restructuring its national budget, modernizing its oil revenue metrics, and aligning domestic financial systems with international standards. Every stage was designed to ensure that once this revaluation went public, it would hold steady. According to the information circulating, Iraq's central bank didn't make this decision in isolation. The move appears to be part of a much larger national strategy involving the Ministry of Finance and other key departments. Together, they've been executing what some call an economic correction, bringing Iraq's currency value closer to its true market potential. This isn't about speculation, it's about restoration. For Iraqi citizens, this could mean something far more tangible. A higher-valued dinar would immediately improve purchasing power and strengthen local confidence in the banking system. Businesses would be able to price goods more accurately, and international trade contracts could finally be settled in Iraq's own currency, not the U.S. dollar. That shift alone could mark a huge step toward economic sovereignty. Observers note that one of the clearest signs of change is the reaction from Iraq's private sector. Reports suggest that major businesses are already updating internal accounting systems, while government payrolls are being reprocessed to align with new rates. Bank employees are undergoing training for the updated systems. These are the small but powerful details that show a real transition is happening behind the scenes. At the same time, social media inside Iraq has exploded with chatter. Citizens are sharing images of bank notices and discussing changes in ATM operations. While many are still waiting for official confirmation from global platforms, the atmosphere inside Iraq is electric. For the first time in years, people are talking about their currency not as a burden, but as a symbol of pride. The next phase, according to insiders, is international synchronization. This is where Iraq's new rate is verified and integrated into global financial systems like SWIFT and major forex platforms. That's the step that would make the revaluation visible and tradable worldwide. Until then, the internal rate shift serves as a powerful signal of intent, a message that Iraq is ready for global recognition. Why is that synchronization so critical? Because it's the bridge between a domestic financial update and a full international revaluation. Once Iraq's rate appears on the major foreign exchange platforms, it officially becomes actionable, allowing global investors, institutions, and trading systems to interact with the dinar at its new value. That's the milestone that will confirm the revaluation beyond any doubt. Economists watching this development believe that if Iraq successfully completes this process, it could become one of the most impactful financial adjustments in recent history. A properly revalued dinar could encourage a surge of foreign investment, reduce dependency on external currencies, and position Iraq as a powerful player in regional trade. The ripple effects could even extend beyond Iraq's borders. That brings us to another interesting angle: global implications. Analysts are already speculating that other nations like Vietnam may eventually follow Iraq's example, potentially triggering a broader regional adjustment. While that remains to be seen, Iraq's move clearly signals the start of something larger, perhaps a coordinated effort toward modernized, fair value currency systems across multiple emerging economies. The reports also touch on the logistics for currency holders and investors. Those who hold dinar are being advised to watch official banking channels closely for verified updates. Any new rate would need to appear on recognized international systems before it becomes tradable. Documentation and clean currency notes are being recommended for verification processes, along with awareness of potential tax implications once exchanges occur. Inside Iraq, the mood appears optimistic. Local media outlets are broadcasting stories about citizens expressing renewed faith in the national economy. Businesses are adapting quickly, and early signs point to an uptick in public confidence. For many, this shift represents not just a change in numbers, but a psychological and cultural renewal. Internationally, financial analysts are already recalculating projections. Oil contracts, import agreements, and regional trade deals may all need to be rebalanced if Iraq's currency value changes dramatically. The world is watching closely because when a major oil-producing nation adjusts its exchange rate, the effects often ripple across global markets. This move is being described not as speculation, but as an act of correction, aligning policy with reality. Iraq's economy, while still recovering from decades of instability, now possesses solid reserves, consistent oil output, and growing foreign partnerships. The revaluation, therefore, is less about creating hype and more about bringing economic truth to the forefront. As the rollout continues, sources emphasize that the final stage, the international synchronization, is crucial. It involves integrating the new rates across banking networks, ensuring technical stability, and confirming liquidity. Once completed, Iraq's dinar could re-enter the global market at its full, recognized value, re-establishing itself as a legitimate and stable currency worldwide. It's important to remember, too, that this isn't a one-time event. Reports suggest that Iraq's central bank has coupled this revaluation with a set of long-term monetary policies designed to prevent inflation, ensure liquidity, and maintain rate stability. This measured, step-by-step method is intended to protect both domestic markets and international partners from sudden volatility. So what does all this mean in simple terms? It means that Iraq, for the first time in decades, appears to be taking back control of its monetary destiny. The reports coming out tonight point toward a nation determined to redefine its economic identity, one grounded in stability, transparency, and growth. For observers, this moment represents more than financial change. It's a symbolic rebirth. Iraq's journey from economic isolation to integration is entering its most crucial phase. And as the dinar's new value begins to make its way into the international system, the world will be watching closely. Right now, all eyes are on Iraq as it stands at the crossroads of history. If these reports hold true, this is not just another financial headline. It's the moment that could redefine the global economic map. So stay tuned, because the coming hours and days will tell us whether Iraq's dinar has truly entered its new era. And that wraps up this breaking report from Iraqi Dinar. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for real-time updates as this story develops. Thanks for watching. And remember, history may just be unfolding before our eyes.